Welcome to Advise Yourself. Here are 16 reasons why you are still single. Number 1, you're not putting yourself out there. It's no secret that in order to meet someone, you need to put yourself out there. But it can be hard to do that without looking desperate. You can't just sit around waiting for a guy to show up on your doorstep and ask you on a date. Dating is difficult for many. It can be especially nerve-wracking. It's always a gamble to ask someone out. You could get rejected or ignored. If you want to find love, it's time to start actively looking for it. Number 2, you are not meeting the right people for a relationship. You are not meeting the right people for a relationship because you haven't taken the time to find them. Meeting the right person for a relationship can be difficult. It's not easy to find someone who wants the same things out of life as you do. But it's not impossible either. In order to find a partner who shares your values and interests, it's important that you take the time to explore new places and expand your social circles. The more people you're around, the greater chance you have of meeting someone compatible with you. It's hard to find the right person, but if you think about what you want in a romantic partner and take the time to find them, you'll be able to get closer to your goal. It's no surprise that the dating world is a difficult one. With so many people and so many things to offer, it can be hard to find someone who is on the same page as you when it comes to personality, interests, and what they want out of life. Rather than rely on luck or chance, try taking control of your romantic future by knowing yourself and what you're looking for. Number 3, most of your friends are married, single parents, or not interested in dating. When most of your friends are married, it might affect your desire to want to go out there and meet someone new. If your friends are happily married, it would influence you positively to want to find someone. But if your friends are not happily married, it might influence you quite negatively to want to find someone. Those who are not interested in dating or getting married may be too busy to go out and meet new people. They may be too shy to go up to someone they don't know and introduce themselves. Or they may feel like there is no one out there for them. If you find yourself in these social circles, you might want to extend your social circle to include people who are also interested in meeting people. If you want to find someone else with the same interests as you, try joining clubs that interest you or going online to find others who share your passions. Number 4, you don't have any friends around you for a relationship. You have a lot of people around you, but do you have any friends? Some people think that having a lot of acquaintances is better than having close friends. But the truth is that we need to have both. It is essential for our mental health and well-being to spend time with one or two people who know us inside out, and vice versa. Human beings are social animals, and it is important to nurture our relationships with people we love and trust. We often neglect that part of our lives because we are too busy looking for outside things to make us happy. A few minutes each day with a friend, family member, or loved one will do wonders for your mental health and well-being. During that time you spend with your friends, you might just meet someone. Number 5, you don't know how to start a conversation. Conversation starters are simple ways to break the ice and get the conversation going. They are a great way to get someone to open up and start talking about themselves. Topics could be anything from what type of pizza they like best or what their favorite TV show is. The best way to start a conversation is to be interested. You can be interested in their name, where they are from, or what they do for a living. Talking about the other person's interests also shows that you are listening and care about what they have to say. Pay attention to the person you are talking to and ask them questions about themselves. Once they have warmed up, you can ask them about their day or what they are working on. Number 6, you are too shy to approach people. When meeting new people, it is easy to feel a bit shy. However, when you go up to someone and break the ice, it will make the whole process a lot easier. It is important that you smile, introduce yourself, and shake their hand firmly. You could ask them where they are from or what they are doing at the event. This will give you something to talk about while you get to know each other. Number 7, you are not confident enough to approach people. There are many reasons why you might find it hard to approach people. It could be that you don't know what to say, or that you think they are too busy and won't respond. But there is a way to get around this. The following icebreaker questions are designed to help you learn more about someone else. Where did you grow up? Do you have any pets? What's your favorite book? What's the first thing you do after work? Do you kick off your shoes, hit the gym? What's your dream job? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? What countries have you traveled to? Do you like to cook? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite drink? These are questions you can ask to break the ice, and your confidence would be just fine. Number 8, your standards for being in a relationship are too high. The reason for this might be that there have been so many times that people have betrayed you, and it's hard to get over that. So as a result, you set a very high standard for being in a relationship with someone. You want to be in a relationship where you can trust the other person completely, but it's hard. Trust is a fragile thing, and it takes time to earn. Building up trust takes time, and many relationships don't last long enough for this to happen. When you first meet someone, you need to get them to open up about themselves before you can really trust them. It's hard to get over the feeling of betrayal, but it's important to focus on the future. Find a new way to turn that negative experience into something positive. For example, if you've been betrayed by a friend, try and find an opportunity to help someone else in that person's position. Number 9, you are not putting in enough effort to find a partner. Believe it or not, finding a partner is more difficult than ever. This is because the number of people in the dating pool has increased exponentially. It gets even harder when you're not putting in effort to be in a relationship. Maybe you might not have enough time to dedicate to finding a partner, or your circumstances might make it difficult to make new friends. This can make you feel like you will never find love, and you don't know how you will ever find someone who is willing to stick around. You want to meet someone, but it's hard to find one. If you have that desire to meet someone, don't give up. Keep trying. Number 10, you are looking for the wrong type of person for a relationship. When it comes to relationships, people are often looking for the wrong type of person. So many people are looking for a relationship that will bring them happiness. In order to find the perfect person, they end up focusing on all the wrong things. Someone who is attractive, funny, and has a lot in common with them. They often take into account whether they have compatible goals or values. It's important to find someone who has similar interests, is a good communicator, and shares common goals. It can be hard to find someone who truly understands you and what you want out of life. That's why it's important to take a moment to really get to know someone before committing to a relationship. There There are some important questions that you should ask yourself before starting a relationship with someone. Is this person someone I can see spending the rest of my life with? Do they share my values? A person's character can only be truly known after spending a significant amount of time in their company. However, there are a few traits that people who are most compatible with you will likely share. Number 11. You feel like there is no one out there for you. It is easy to feel like you are all alone in the world. Sometimes it feels like there is no one out there who understands you and that your life is full of insecurities. This can make it difficult to meet new people and make connections. But this doesn't have to be the case. There are many people who experience the same things as you do. You need to break free from your insecurities and find the happiness that you deserve. Insecurity is one of the most powerful and insatiable feelings experienced by humans. The feeling that you are not good enough or that you are not measuring up in some way can consume your entire life. The good news is that insecurity does not have to be a life sentence. There are many ways to conquer insecurity and create a more fulfilling life for yourself. Insecurity is a natural feeling, and you may never be fully free of it. That being said, it is possible to conquer and learn to live with your insecurities instead of letting them control your life. Number 12. You aren't investing enough time in yourself. There are many ways to invest your time in yourself that don't involve spending money. For example, you could invest your time in reading a book or watching a documentary on a topic that interests you. You could also spend some time outside in nature or meditate. The point is to think of what would be fulfilling for you and then focus on those things. Investing your time in yourself can be as simple as taking a break from work and going for a walk, or investing your time in learning something new. The key is to find the balance between work and play so that you can stay productive and happy. Number 13. You are too picky with what you want in a partner. It's important to find someone who is not just right for you, but also who completes you. Finding a life partner can be tough. It's not always easy to know whether someone is right for you. You want to find someone who has the same values, interests, and goals as you. This way, you feel like the two of you will complete each other and work together in harmony. At the same time, it's important not to be too picky with what you want in a partner. What kind of partner do you want? A partner who is a great friend? One who likes to stay in and watch Netflix with you? Or one who will take you adventures with you? The answer to this question is different for everyone. At the same time, if you're not open to seeing someone in all their glory and messiness, then you will be limiting yourself. You should make sure that your partner has the same values as you do and can support your goals in life. Number 14. You haven't met someone worth your time yet. You seem to have walked away from a few relationships because you found out that the person you are talking to is constantly distracted by their phone and not respecting your time, or seem like they are just in it for themselves. Then you have decided to walk away. It can be frustrating when the person you are talking to is constantly distracted by their phone. People these days are glued to their phones and seem to be unable to keep them out of sight for more than a few minutes. Many people are guilty of not respecting other people's time. You might think that you don't have any control over this, but actually, you do. The easiest thing to do is to set a time limit in the first place. Say, I can only give you 10 minutes, or I only have a few minutes. That way, there is no confusion about what you can offer and what they will have. People tend to think that they are the most important person in the room. This is because everyone has a story and feelings, and sometimes they believe that people have to listen to them and give them high priority. If you find yourself in this situation, you should walk away from such friends. They don't deserve your time. Find friends who are not repeatedly distracted when they talk to you. Look for friends who value and respect the time you spend with them. Find friends who are very much interested in what you have to say and your feelings as much as themselves. Number 15. Your friends don't encourage dating outside your comfort zone. Finding a partner is hard enough, but when your friends don't like your partner, it can make the search even more difficult. We are all different, and we should be able to find someone who is the best fit for us, even if they don't match up with what our friends think we should be looking for. Sometimes your friend might want to dictate to you who they believe is the best match for you, without taking into account your views and feelings on what you believe is right for you. How do you deal with the situation where your friends don't like your partner? If your friends don't like your partner, they won't be able to change their mind. You should try to create more opportunities for them to get to know him or her better so that they can form their own opinion. Number 16. You don't have self-confidence because you're not eating healthy foods and exercising, which reduces your desire to go on dates. According to an article in the Wall Street Journal, self-confidence is one of the most important traits that singles are looking for in their potential mates. Self-confidence is the key to success in all areas of life. It is a fundamental building block for every person's self-esteem, and it gives us the ability to achieve our goals. In today's society, there are many reasons that can lead to low self-confidence. One of these is not having enough exercise or eating healthy foods, which lead to low self-confidence and depression, which reduces dating desire. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.